So, folks, here is the cover seen around the world, now debunked. The father of the little girl that was featured on this week's Time magazine cover telling the Daily Mail that she was never separated from her mother. It's a very different narrative implied by the picture featured on the cover, or what the editors wanted you to perceive. Joining me now is Howard Kurtz, Media Buzz host and Fox News media analyst. Howie, this is propaganda, pure and simple. It's not factual-based journalism. The narrative that is meant by this cover is this is a little girl who is one of the separated from the parents, and it's just not so. Don't we deserve an apology from the editors of Time for this?
Well, it's the latest in a series of anti-Trump covers on Time magazine. Time making no effort now to hide its outright disdain for the president.
But this is a lie. I mean, it's one thing to have an anti-Trump. This is portraying something that's not true.
Okay. I could make the case that at the time the magazine went to press, everybody in the press believed this picture of the 2-year-old Honduran girl became iconic. It was taken by a Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer, thought that she was separated. So therefore, you could say the Time didn't deliberately lie. But the fact that it's now been revealed, there's no longer any dispute about it, and Time saying, oh, we stand by it because it's a metaphor or whatever. That's why people hate the media. Own the mistake, say that in retrospect, if we had known, and we are sorry, but Time magazine not doing that.
That makes a lot of sense. But there's so many false narratives. It goes right back to where this thing all started about a month ago. When we had information, photos put out by Democratic operatives showing detention centers. Here's one of them. But, of course, this took place during the Obama era, not during the Trump. The implication was this is what happens with the Trump no-tolerance policy. And, in fact, it was something from the Obama era.
Right. Well, I think overall, you know, the fact that many, I guess about more than 2,000 children have been separated from their families, or regardless of where you stand on an immigration issue, that was not just an important issue, but many conservative commentators and outlets criticized the president as well. But these kind of mistakes, like the other one you just pointed out, it's amazing, isn't it, how often the mistakes are made. They're always sort of anti-Trump. There's never a mistake that seems to give the president the benefit of the doubt. It just always goes in one direction.
That's absolutely true. By the way, there was that last photo we had. Maybe we could put that up again of the kid with his fingers through the chain link fence. That's an extraordinary one, because that really gives the impression of a kid that's being fenced in. In fact, it was from a protest that was done in Dallas, Texas, and the kid just saw his mother right outside of this cage that was set up by protesters, made to look as though it was, another internment camp by the Trump administration. Not so.
There haven't been many pictures available, in part because of government restrictions on access to journalists and photographers. So, unfortunately, too many organizations have just been using these other pictures that don't really show what they purport to show.
But the bottom line, Howie, forgive me for interrupting, is it's Democratic operatives working in tandem with the media to put across a narrative that, in many cases, is untrue with the pictures that they're using. And again, whenever you create public policy, and that's going to be the end of this. Hopefully there will be some good public policy, but you can't have good public policy that comes from false narratives, can you?
Absolutely not. It's unacceptable. It's not good journalism. I was just trying to make the point that the larger picture here became so controversial that President Trump decided to reverse himself. That's not a false narrative, though we certainly could argue about the ways and the overly emotional ways. At times, it's an emotional issue. It's been reported.
I got you very quickly. Roseanne, the show's going to be back on without Roseanne. Peter Fonda was involved in this awful tweet in which he suggested things to be done to the president's children. They're just awful. I don't even want to repeat it. He keeps his contract with Sony to do a motion picture. Roseanne loses her contract with the TV show. Is that fair, quickly?
Well, Roseanne had a history of these kinds of inflammatory tweets. I think ABC ultimately did the right thing, and it's trying to now salvage this franchise by having Roseanne without Roseanne. Good luck with that. I'm not sure it works.